Phoenix Suns from the Footprint Center.
As you just so eloquently just stated, got a lot of high-level players off the bench. They feel it's a lot easier for him to find his way off when he doesn't have to start out the game.
At 40 points a couple of days ago against the Bucks. His third 40-point effort so far this season.
Looked like Houston James Harden.
That's really been more of his role this season, especially without Kawhi in the lineup. Ball in his hands a lot more. Late shot clock for Harden. Behind the back to the rolling Zubac.
2 steps back, he's kind of in no man's land right there. Ends up with Zubac getting a dunk.
Booker. And Zubac.
Great for the Suns, really rebounding well, but he has to do a good job in the pick and roll tonight.
And that's a turn, and it's a bunch of guys having career seasons set up by Harden.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes down to guys who are asked to do more. This is one of those guys, Norman Powell, who I think should walk. They've gotten a lot of opportunity. They've walked through that door, and they've taken advantage of it.
Shade shy of 24's All-Star game in San Francisco get announced on Thursday on TNT.
You think Powell gets in?
It could come down to Powell versus Booker, actually.
Wow.
For one of the spots on the squad. That'd be fun. Coaches decide the reserves.
Hey, right there. Got right downhill with that left hand. Got to the floater. Didn't waste any time.
Former Phoenix Sun on the board. 9th year at UNLV. Royce O'Neal. In and out. Zubac has it ripped. Nick Richards, who's been a force.
He brings physicality and extra effort inside. The Phoenix Suns were desperately searching for that all season, and Richards has been great so far.
At 20 points, 19 rebounds in his home debut.
And that last
Washington.
That last one right there, he just took the ball away from Zubac.
Zubac hooks it home. Tyus Jones, pure point guard. In his first year with Phoenix. Has a switch against the big. Fires a three.
Look against Zubac. Didn't waste any time. Pulled up right in his face.
His 3-point percentage up at 41%. Harden tiptoes in the lane, has it poked. O'Neal. Powell off the ricochet. Third for Norman Powell. And career high in scoring at 24 per game. And shooting the three well as just as well, 43% from deep.
That's scorching. And we talked to Tyronn Lue before the game. He's talked about how, as we see it night 10, every single day he's grinding to get better, putting in the extra energy and effort. You don't have a season like Powell's having right now by accident. A lot of hard work and grit, unseen hours go into that type of year. It goes into this type of year.
That time altered at the rim, but Coach Lue did say it would mean a lot for Powell if he were to be named an All-Star. Jones from the corner is just 3 missed shots between the two teams in the early going.
And not a lot of defense being played, which is surprising because that's the Clippers calling card. One of the top 2 or 3 defensive ball clubs in this league, only giving up 106 points a night, but Phoenix has been having their way. And Zubac is
his best year, averaging a double-double, 15 and close to 13 boards.
Oh, right there, O'Neal missed Richards. And you saw KD pointing. He wanted him to throw that ball.
Named to his 15th All-Star game.
Well deserved.
As a starter.
And the thing that really impresses me the most about Kevin Durant, and you look at the difficulty of some of these shots, man, it's amazing what he's able to do. He makes scoring.
So when you shoot the way he shoots this year, B-Wood, we're not surprised because we understand that he's a hooper's hooper.
Again, right around 50, 40, and mid-80s and free throw for
tonight.
One of the big differences between these teams and how they get their scoring, Suns near the bottom of the league and percentage of points that come in the paints. Well, with that pick and roll game, that's how the Clippers get inside the lane.
Well, yeah, you have to understand when you have a player as great as Harden in that pick and roll, as we see Royce O'Neal picking his pocket. When you have Harden, normally the good decisions are made in the pick and roll, and Royce
over the years going back to O'Neal's days with Utah, Harden on Houston.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of each other.
Clippers save possession, shot clock at 5. Harden and Leonard yet the score. Jones for 3 long.
And I think if you're the Suns, you got to try to look to run on those type of opportunities. The Clippers, one of the better half-court defensive teams we have in this league. Anytime you can get out there and transition to score, that's good money for you.
Booker dimes. Tyus Jones delivers.
Good
Harden's hands.
Excellent hands on the weak side by Harden.
Kawhi looking for his first basket. Dishes. Derrick Jones Jr. is fouled.
Some big-time clutch moments. The Olympics were a joy to watch. Somebody like KD that has everything, you just put it all in your trophy case and let everybody marvel at it. The guy USA championship rings, he's got it all. If you want it, he's got it.
Grant Hill's going to have to get some miles in to give those rings to all these players across the league.
He said he's going to Portland tomorrow. I don't think he's passing the rings out to nobody out there. I'll tell you that much.
Foul, transition, triple. Oh!
That's how you throw it. That's how you throw it down.
Harden to Kawhi. Picked up by Durant. How many more times in the league are you going to be able to say that? Harden,
hopefully
Leonard, Durant.
Hopefully alive.
All on the floor. The veterans, a couple of MVPs, and then finals MVPs in that group. Booker delivers Richards. Awkward attempt. He wanted a foul. Zubac straight up.
He wanted a foul, but he did not. He shouldn't have got one. Zubac did an excellent job of standing straight up. But I love
in that trade on the 15th. Did you expect the immediate dividends that Coach Budenholzer has gotten so far from the center?
Yeah, I had no idea. His minutes were kind of inconsistent when he played in Charlotte, but Richards has come in right away, done everything the coaching staff has asked him to, and he's found himself a home.
Setting the screen for Booker, and those who have said they're gathering their chemistry together in that ball screen action. Harden off a 40-piece.
Kevin Durant, next thing you know, you have a lot more opportunities.
He checks out. Mason Plumlee in. Durant from the corner. Zubac's on the roll. Harden set it up. Beal, the low man, rotating over. Durant finds a shooter. Allen turned down a three. You don't see that very much.
Yeah, Allen might be kicking himself. He might should have taken that one himself.
Last year's leader in three-point percentage. Durant, patented mid-range.
And help the team win. Says a lot about who he is and his character.
And B-Will.
Word that Bud used, professional. Booker, top of the arc, three.
Those last 3 minutes of the game, if the coach overlooks you, you get a little more irritated about who cares about who started then. So I think that's what's big about Bradley.
This, too, is true.
From the corner, three-pointer answered by another Derrick Jones Jr.
Jones Jr. is playing strong. I like the way that Bamba caught that ball inside and immediately swung it to the weak side. Sometimes your bigs don't know how to make that pass. Bamba doing good work in traffic.
Now, do you think it does provide more balance to the Suns' rotation, getting Beal his scoring prowess coming in units, perhaps without both of the all-star?
To get Bradley Beal going when you don't have to worry about Durant getting his touches, Booker getting his touches, then trying to figure out how do I get Brad going. And Brad's a guy that's used to having the ball in his hands a lot, so it was a major adjustment for him being that third guy.
Mo Bamba in off the Clippers bench. Big who can shoot it. 26-year-old, played his college ball at Texas.
And getting back to Bradley Beal, Booker, Kevin Durant, truthfully, they all have the same style of game. They get to it different ways, but they're all really looking to get mid-range.
The bench for Allen. And that ball movement, the rotation to get corner threes, that's an emphasis for Phoenix.
You know, ISO ball has its time and it has its place, but the teams that can are hard to guard because the ball moves faster than you can, and when you have to chase that ball all around the court, it puts a lot of strain on your defense.
Harden gobbles it up. Possession after hitting the long ball. Booker in the lane. Harden can't get it, and Booker gets the rebound. Allen turns down the deep look. Plumlee rolled in that game, scored 40 points. Suns down 21 in that game, came back. A huge third quarter. They started that frame 15 for 15 from a lot of looks in that quarter. Both teams 56
Absolutely
in the first. Allen picks up Harden. Bullies into Beal.
Grayson Allen the way you want to.
Team defense well executed. Durant bounces. Plumlee.
Oh, man.
Mo Bamba got a piece.
Plumlee kind of struggled with the original catch. Allowed Mo Bamba to get back in there on that play.
Near steal for KD. About 6 seconds separate the two clocks.
KD taking the challenge, kicking Plumlee out of there. He wants that matchup.
Kevin Porter Jr. crosses over against Allen.
Great defense by Allen.
Second straight possession. Grayson Allen strong defensively. Tyus Jones before the horn.
You think he called bank? I don't know.
Spinning end. And Tyus Jones' three at the buzzer was the 8th made three of the first quarter for Phoenix.
We're seeing a little bit of the Kawhi Leonard effect right there. Some excellent defense on Kevin Durant. Kawhi yet to score, but defensively he's been locked in.
Block shot on the perimeter, so here's Durant. Yeah, both teams shot above 54% in the first. Game that combines 5 All-Stars with now 38 All-Stars last week. Reserves announced later this week.
Smart take by Durant. Plumlee was looking to come over and set a screen. Durant says, no, I don't want the screen. Just look at the look in Booker's eyes like, bro, I do not believe you.
That's the, come on, man.
I don't believe you. You need more people.
Well, whatever mix that they had, the chemistry, it worked. Some tough challenges for Team USA in the later rounds in Paris. Heading up down the stretch. Thanks a lot to Steph Curry, by the way, in that gold medal game.
Oh, yeah.
Beal. This is his 9th game off the bench for the Suns. It was Royce O'Neal who got the start. With no Ryan Dunn, the one absence for the Clippers in this game, Chris Dunn is out with a left knee injury.
I'll tell you what, if I'm the Clippers, with this second unit, I'd really be looking to find a way to get Kawhi going. I would start in the offense with him.
Well, he gets the ball off the rim.
Has been playing a lot of minutes lately, probably right around 24 minutes a game, as we see him right there driving in for contact. But he has to get up to speed if this team is going to be championship level. And T. Lue believes that if Kawhi Leonard is healthy, that they can beat just about anybody.
Tests here, he right. And of course, Clippers fans will wait to hold their breath as
he's okay.
I hope so, B. Wood.
And that's the thing we're talking with Coach Lue before the game. It's Kawhi getting through the different tests, getting more comfortable.
Oh, wow.
Each and every game. Great rejection with Plumlee.
I like that right there by Plumlee. Zubac went into his chest, tried to finish strong. Plumlee, no back down at all.
Durant doubled. Station to station passing on the perimeter. That ball movement. Jones off the front iron. Second chance Suns. Grayson Allen wants three. Give him three.
They're swinging the basketball, getting to the wide open shooters.
As great and accomplished as Kevin Durant tells his teammate Tyus Jones, hey, you go and cook on this possession. What does that do when somebody that violates
your step?
And it lets you know how unselfish Kevin Durant is, Chris, because he knows he's going to get double teamed. He wants you to be in your sweet spot so you can finish the play.
That shot looked a little awkward by Porter Jr. Didn't look like he stepped all the way into it.
Porter Jr. had a spectacular game about a week ago against the Celtics. Season high 26 points. Getting back into the Clippers rotation. O'Neal got the start tonight. Jones already hit 3 threes in this first half.
Even though that shot didn't go in, it was still a good possession for the Suns. Everybody touched it, ball moved side to side, end up with a wide open three-point opportunity in the corner.
Ten-point advantage for the Suns. Kawhi Leonard sidestep three. And Allen boxes out.
You can tell Kawhi's still not all the way back yet. He's just trying to get there.
Zubac's boards. Leonard with 2 points so far. Off balance. Wow. One of those self-made standouts. He's really earned his spot in the Clippers rotation through two-way deals. Taking advantage of all of his minutes. Grayson Allen, wide left. Zubac rumbles to the cup.
Forearm shiver, that type of thing is frowned upon?
It's fun to laugh at this from the table, but I bet you I could find clips of you guys arguing similarly obvious fouls.
I didn't foul anybody my whole 14 years in the league.
11 for 18 from three-point range. Harden the response. And there's Richards.
Good box out right there by Richards. Took on Zubac inside one-on-one and ended up winning that battle.
Booker to Beal. A rare miss from deep. Harden back in, leading the way for the Clippers.
And you see Royce O'Neal again just being pesky on defense.
Kawhi recovery, and that's vintage.
Gets to his spot, finishes with ease.
Mentioned easing his way to the heavier minutes. Hasn't played more than 24 minutes yet in a game this season.
And that's why I'm going to be watching his minutes for the rest of the season, because for this team to be what they want to be, Kawhi's going to have to be a 30 minutes and up type of guy.
So what is the ceiling? And a year that was expected for the Clippers, hey, without Paul George, perhaps a setback, and instead they have been more than competitive conference.
Like you see O'Neal with the steal right there. See if Booker can pay it off with the three.
Gets his own board, nobody boxed him out.
That's money.
Yes, sir.
Taking his time, getting to the mid-range, causing a problem, because Norman Powell's playing excellent. Harden, as we see.
Do you like what you see to win another championship? Ty Lue said a healthy Kawhi Leonard, I think we can win it.
Where we thought they would be with no Kawhi Leonard. So he already sees it. Hey, the defense is there. If you want to spot a true championship level team, look at the teams that really guard when it's time to guard. Those are the teams that are going to win. Oh, a little windy in here. As we see Rose that door rating in the 20s, those are the teams that aren't going to be there. So the Clippers already have the defense taken care of. They just need Kawhi to be Kawhi.
Clippers second in the league in defensive rating. To your point, that travels. They have something they can depend on. And then Harden.
Yeah, with 3 fouls, I don't know if I'm Bud, I'm taking Booker out. I don't want him to get a charge, silly reach in, any type of foul. He means too much to my ball club.
Richards has come in and has immediately meant a lot for Phoenix. Averaging 13 points and 12 rebounds in the 4 prior games played with the Suns since the trade.
And when Bud talks about Richards, wow, they just kind of forgot Zubac was around. His service, because the weak side defender, whoever the low man was, I can't tell who it was, but he was not there at all.
Booker curls right off the
scary. When you talk about the shot making of Booker and Kevin Durant, and you throw in Bradley Beal as well, those guys can make shots with the best of them.
Powell off the Harden pass. Too close. You guys brought it up. It'll be a fun dynamic once we get to the playoffs.
Great hands.
Derrick Jones Jr. in the passing lane and scoops to the rim.
Smart play right there by Booker.
Yes.
Sometimes you see guys reach in and try to get a little hands. He understands, I got 3 fouls. This layup isn't worth it. You can have this one. I'm going to give it to you. I'm more important to my team on the court.
Have a couple of teams in here who are just veteran squads. Top players, been in the league over a decade. That you mentioned, similar to Houston, even Oklahoma City, young squad. Win experience meets youth in the playoffs.
And you saw you look at the championship roster with the Boston Celtics. Look at how many veteran guys. Yeah, they have youth, but look how many veteran guys they have on that team that contribute. Al Horford, Drew Holiday, and even their young guys have been in the league for a while.
Swinging the ball around the perimeter. With a shot clock at 3, Beal with Zubac in his way.
Great defense by Zubac. Contested Beal at the rim and still got to the pass.
Royce O'Neal can still get after it defensively.
And he has had his hands everywhere. Oh,
behind the back look from Blood.
Get me the ball. Keep it simple. He tried to get a little fancy when it had too much grease on it, he would.
Yeah, man. Hey. Kwame, so that was his time to shine. Get his Magic Johnson on. What you talking about? Little hee-hee.
Big men typically play finishers, not highlight passers like that. That's a 10-point game. Phoenix leads under a minute to play.
I asked both coaches the question because I know them so well, and they both won championships, but I think they're telling us the right things, but I think Ron, as we know, that Suns bench needs to be a little deeper.
Well,
you never know, man. Suns might make a trade, man. Jimmy Butler probably watching this game. He
ended for the 3rd time. Meanwhile, Phoenix has their largest lead, and that, of course, connection has been there for the last couple of months or so. Whether Phoenix with Jimmy Butler in the Heat.
It's a battle between Jimmy and Pat Riley. I just said, listen, Pat wasn't going to let LeBron dictate culture, and all Bron wanted to do is have his boys fly on the plane. Pat was like, absolutely not. And it couldn't have been me, because if I was Pat, to keep LeBron happy, I'd have let his boys fly the plane. They can do whatever they want to.
Durant in and out, Pop gets rid of it in time.
point, B. Wood, just talked to our guy, Ty Lue. I said, what upsets you most in this first half? He says everything. We're not playing the right way, and more importantly, we're not controlling the glass to those 14 threes you talked about.
Lue's going to like that steal right there that Harden just had, but he's not going to like the fact that Kawhi gave it right back.
One steal deserves another. Durant cut off. And the Suns in that first half, 14 for 25 from three-point range. Durant wants another. In and out. And Zubac boxes out.
Grown man board inside right there by Zubac. Zubac and Richards going a little hand-to-hand combat. Not a lot of physicality left in this league, but these two guys been getting physical in that paint.
The newly acquired Richards against the longest tenured member of the Clippers. Durant, back of the rim, and here's Kawhi Leonard. Slow first half scoring for Kawhi, and that one was way off. Another chance.
Said, and the Clippers don't mind Kawhi taking those shots. They understand he's trying to feel his way back into getting to a rhythm, getting back to playing like
in that shooting groove. And watching the minutes with Kawhi, he hasn't played more than 24 minutes yet in a game this season.
They're probably going to still want to keep him around there tonight, keep him around that number tonight as well.
Tyus Jones.
Perimeter, touch the paint a little bit, and getting great shots from the corner.
It's not the isolation ball sticking in the Suns' possession like we've seen in some games this year.
We see KD shoot the passing lane. Great defense by Powell, though.
Recovers for the rip away. Norm Powell, healthy three, count it.
I really hope he gets there. I really hope he does. You look at Norman Powell and the way this Clippers team has overachieved, and he's overachieved himself this season. No one thought that he would have this type of year. I think he deserves to be an all-star, especially when you look
for the first time late in the career. Again, reserves named Thursday on TNT, but certainly Powell, the leading scorer for the Clippers this year, will be in consideration. Defensive 3 seconds. See the numbers for playing off of Harden and what he can do for the other off guard. But again, a lot of it is the work that Powell has put in.
And then also there was a big-time opportunity where Paul George left away in the mid-range, but when we saw Paul George leave, there was an opportunity for a lot more shots. And somebody had to pick up that opportunity. Powell did just that and took advantage.
He can always score. As 3D mentioned, a champion with the Raptors, and that was his role to get buckets off the bench. Way off from Booker.
But there's a difference between getting buckets off the bench or being that spark as opposed to being the guy that they need to do it every single night. This Clippers team has struggled to score this year. They need these buckets from Norman Powell on a nightly basis, and he doesn't run from the smoke at all.
Clippers trying to make a third quarter push, and here's the switch. Richards defending Harden with a blow-by.
It was packaged, little quick in and out, in and out, in and out, and then danced on him right to the left hand.
11-3 run ends with for KD. That's his third made three. Kawhi in his office, defended by Booker, got him in the air. That could have been the fourth foul on the Suns All-Star. Harden. Richards strong defensively and flies for the rebound. And there's a win.
To win, it puts so much emphasis on winning. You lose 2-3 games, you can go from being in the 6th spot to being in the 8th spot just that quickly.
I think the example there that we just saw in the standings, Dallas, right? With the injuries that they've had, how do they hang in there? Where are they when Luka and the rest of their guys get fully whole? Remember, that was the team that represented the West in the NBA Finals just a season ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Dallas is going to be this year. Not sure when Luka's going to get back. And we see Zubac inside. And it's because he really has a want to. Listen, I understand where my bread is buttered. I'm going to do all the dirty work. I'm going to set the hard screens, roll to the basket. I'm going to get the offensive rebounds. I'm going to keep offensive plays.
Remember, he missed 2 games with the left eye injury, and the Clippers dropped both of those contests. This means so much. Durant. And there's Zubac again. Powell scoops. Booker defends. Leads for the big
field goals this quarter. They're going to have to pick it up offensively.
Richards on the roll, goes through his hands. Suns. That Clippers defense. Harden fires. Kawhi. From the corner, taking multiple bounces, getting flashbacks there. Richard Sips to Beal.
That was a classic shot by Kawhi back in the day.
Booker, Sane, Zubats.
Good D by Zubac.
Showing the whole repertoire here in the third quarter. Powell bumped. I want to say being phased out, but
You might not have a presence inside you can throw the ball down to bounds. The guy that's going to get you the defensive rebounds, set the screens, block shots. Those things will always be needed on a nightly basis.
Beal off balance, nearly taken away. Instead, Durant steps right through.
Wow, big time block.
Got it swatted at the rim. Harden for Kobe.
I'm not sure what T. Lue said to these Clippers at halftime, but they have responded.
Yes, sir.
It was the lead as large as 13 for Phoenix. Booker, no. Tries to fly for the board and does save it. Beal could use it. And the Clippers now working with a 1-point lead. It's a 20-6 LA run.
Bradley Beal just can't find it tonight, just can't get into a groove.
Harden. And Plumlee gets the loose ball.
I'd have loved to see Harden drive that basketball right there. The Clippers have had so much success in the paint in this third quarter. I'd love to see Harden drive to the basket, create a problem. Like we see Booker. I don't know, man. In today's game, 3D, you might be a power forward.
I'm not short by any means, but much shorter than both of you. So
if you just have a bunch of guys that don't roll to the basket, it's not going to work. We talked about Dallas and what they were able to do last year. Think about what Lively and Gafford were able to do as rim rollers.
Golden State tonight.
19 points, 11 rebounds, 9 for 12 shooting. Booker. Shot. Booker 2 for 2. Always be known for this noteworthy trivia fact.
Okay, what's that?
The first 40-point game in the Intuit Zone came from Devin Booker.
All right.
Earlier this season when these... And see for Harden, shooting numbers, percentages down.
It's not the same number standpoint as Houston Harden terms. He has to dictate the pace of play, understand when it's time to score, when it's time to pass. All of these things, and then at the same time, as we see that finisher as well. So that's what they mean by Houston Harden. Not the same efficiency. Obviously, James is a little bit older, but still having a very strong season.
Powell off balance. Zubats makes it difficult. Well done by Grayson Allen.
Zubac just making winning plays inside all night long.
Clippers save possession. Down 3. Turnover. Booker against Harden, has Durant on the other wing. Allen steps into a 3.
Possession all started with some excellent defense by Kevin Durant. Notice there was a mouse in the house. Zubac trying to post up Grayson Allen. He goes over there, helps, active hands, ends up creating a steal.
Triples.
4 of them for Grayson Allen off the bench.
Last Harden foul is 3rd. Beal in traffic, and the struggles continue for Beal, who's 0 for 4.
And I understand what Beal's trying to do right there. He's trying to get Plumlee going, but I would love to see him just come off and pull that shot.
Turnover on the other side, given right back. So 3 straight turnovers in a span of about 10 seconds. Harden, perfect with 2 to play in the third. Coming off of a 40-point game, Harden with 15. His former teammate at 2 stops, Durant, as Harden defends. Another Clipper steal. Second-ranked defense in the NBA. Coffey lays it in.
He credits Jeff Van Gundy a lot with what he's meant to this team as far as getting them to great after timeout play.
To cap off what you were saying, B, what the Terrence Mann recently said is that exact thing, that the difference between this Clippers team when it comes to some of the defensive improvement, the toughness of rebounding, it's come from Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah, you know, old school 1990s New York Knicks approach. And he's just taking a lot of those principles and instilled it in these guys here.
To double the lead, hot from 3.
Everybody in the Suns uniform has been hot from 3.
That is his 5th and 7 attempts. After the Clippers took a brief lead, the Suns have countered. Man off the mark. Size advantage. Durant. Coffee thought about a double.
KD saw him at the corner of his eye. They're not going to let KD play one-on-one, which is a very smart decision. Never let that guy go one-on-one.
Clippers wanted a double dribble, wasn't.
A couple of turnovers here and there, missed shots.
See Jeff Van Gundy screaming about it on the bench. Harden before the buzzer. No, and that'll do it. Oh, about a couple of feet, if that from you, B-Wood.
Yeah, a little bit too close to me.
I saw you move a little bit, big fella.
Yeah, hey, listen, I was about to get up out of here now.
Don't want any parts of the claw. Nah. Beal. 20th three for the Suns. First of the game for Beal. Man on the other end goes in and out.
And with this lineup, they're going to give Man as many corner jumpers as they want. Load up on Kawhi, force him to make that pass. If it ends up with Man taking that shot, you'll be moving around. You want to drive the ball, get into the paint, create a problem. If they don't stop you, get a layup or get fouled. If not, kick it out to the perimeter, knock down some shots. Suns have been doing that right from the opening tip.
Leonard likes this matchup against Allen. Kawhi spins towards the lane, can't get it to go.
He's a little frustrated with himself. You see him shaking his head right there. He knows he had it.
Booker gallops, play makes Jones. In and out. Allen secures the O-board. Beal dimes. Booker. Front iron. Crowd wanted that one. Leonard with those long strides in the claw. Let's take a look at about what Jokic has been doing. Or I would say the last couple of since Wilt.
Averaging a triple-double. I mean, we under 30 points a game, but at the same time, getting more assists than your favorite point guards and still rebounding at a high level.
He's been getting triple-doubles on the regular before the fourth. Booker.
Howdy. Down the lane, running hook shot. Hey, with every move, I'm starting to gain a little bit more confidence in Kawhi.
What's the question is Kawhi getting even more confidence with every move he makes on the floor?
That's what it looks like.
Booker got it to the glass, couldn't get it to fall.
If you're the Clippers, you got to take advantage. Booker's trailing the play. You got to get a bucket right here.
Man slices right.
And it looked like Phoenix was going to try to pull away for a little bit, but Clippers right there. Surely you want to increase his minutes. But what you don't want to do.
From one of the best scorers the NBA has, 20 for Booker. Suns have made 21 threes. Leonard on the drive, tries a spectacular move on the base. And not all the way.
Hey.
That move right there reminded me of it.
We're not doing this.
Easy, Chris.
Okay. It was a great run. We don't even have to put Jordan in it.
He didn't even make it. So I wasn't saying it was equal. I just said it looked like it.
I'm just saying Kawhi had a great run with the Raptors. I think he was averaging like 30 points, getting like 9 rebounds, something ridiculous like that.
With a mid-range assassin type look, it was crazy.
It was an incredible run. We're going to leave Mike out of it. We're going to leave Mike out of the conversation.
My bad. Good lead briefly. Phoenix closed the third quarter strong.
Great defense by the Clippers.
A lot of holding and hugging, though. And
you just can't get greedy right there and commit that foul. Now you have to start it all over again.
With the third foul against the Clippers in the quarter. Kevin Durant.
It's a shot you just see him make consistently throughout his career. Drives, gets to the mid-range, and then at 7 feet tall, he just pulls up over whoever the defender is.
Powell. Five players in double-figure scoring for the Clippers. Suns with 4. Booker, one of them, leaning tough shot. After going 0 for 8 from 3 against the Wizards a couple of days ago.
But the thing that really amazes me about Booker is the demeanor. You really can't tell if he has 3 or 30. Because on a shot like that, most guys would be a little excited. Not Booker. He's just like, it's old hat. I'm used to this.
Kawhi loses the handle and Suns lead.
Right now, if you're the Clippers, you have to watch out. It's a double-digit lead. You got to find a way to get a quality look right here. No rush shots, no silly shots.
Leonard doubled. Harden wants 3. Front rim and off.
On Zubac in the pick and roll.
See it in his eyes. Two-man game with Beal. Picked up by Coffey. O'Neal flashes, catches, shoots off left. Harden trapped in the backcourt. The reaching hands lead.
And if I'm the Suns, I'm running the pick and roll right here. Force Zubac to play.
Booker, a healthy three. But all Suns around the basketball.
Yeah, the Suns just seem to step quicker than all the balls right now in the fourth quarter.
Whips Durant. True. 13-point lead ties the largest lead of the game for the Suns. Powell curls off the screen, bounces. Couple of Suns. Might have jammed the finger of Durant, who's jogging back on offense.
Yeah, Durant's telling Booker, come get this because his hands hurt right now. He doesn't want any parts of this shot.
A 10-2 run for the Suns. Ignited by Booker. Float game, too much. Harden accelerating the offense. Jones, who had a putback slam in the first half. There is a Suns player going to the scorer's table, and Allen. As Jones. The drop. Yeah, it's
no soup for you.
It is amazing what those promotions throughout the league have done. The crowd doesn't get as loud or anything other than that specifically, it seems like at times.
Man, some people got to be incentivized.
It's never get old to get free, guys. You know that.
Food is food, man.
When it's free, though, Chris, show up here these last 4 minutes to get back in this ballgame.
I think it can, but more importantly, can they score enough points down the stretch? That's been the problem for them this year as we see James. Defensively, they're only giving up about 106 a night. So defensively, we understand that's where they're going to hang their hat, and they can slow you down at times. But sometimes offensively, they just go into these lulls, and they cannot afford that in these last 3 minutes. They're going to have to pick it up.
Tough, aggressive defense from Coffey against KD.
Guarded by one guy. Too tall. When he gets to his area, he just fades. It takes a system to shut down Kevin Durant.
24 for Durant. Zubac loses, regathers his hook shot.
Zubac continues to be a terror inside.
21 points, 14 rebounds. Sensational numbers all season long. 9-point lead, Phoenix.
If I'm Phoenix, if I'm the Clippers right now, whether it's Booker or whether it's Durant, I'm not letting those guys get a chance to play one-on-one and line me up.
Teardrop. Productive 16 off the bench.
Grayson Allen has given them great minutes off the bench, first half and second.
Harden snakes the screen, attracts attention. Powell sidesteps. Clippers could use it. High off the heel.
That type of bounce, you are living your life right.
It's been that kind of season for Powell. He is second in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring. Over 7.5 points per fourth quarter. Durant, and there's Zubac with the board. 8-point deficit, Harden. That was
I'll dunk it, though.
Yes, you. And I don't know what to think about that.
Fourth on Booker, first foul in the last 2 minutes. Harden steps into it. Beal might have altered it, and there are 3 shot fouls.
The official had his
Spring champ makes all 3.
If they're going to guard him one-on-one, if so, I'm going to tell them to get buckets. If they double or triple team them, find your teammates.
Just saw right there, Kawhi on the bench, 28 minutes.
There you go, mid-range. It's one-on-one time.
So Jones picking up.
That's a bucket.
Durant, fade, impossible angle. Back of the rim, Powell boards, 2-possession game, 1:20.
Clippers still got life.
Harden just got a 3-shot foul. Zubac hammers him.
Zubac serving up the facial on Plumlee. All the Plumlee brothers felt that one.
That is 8 straight for the Clippers. See if the second-ranked defense in the NBA can get a stop. Booker to the rolling Plumlee. Whistle sounds, it's an offensive foul.
That's the option I'm going with. if that makes sense to our viewers. Like right here, are you going to switch? Which they switched.
They switch. Harden against Booker. Drop off. Zubats. Underneath, here's Powell. Curls against Beal. Tears. So far, it is one-on-one. Powell with the late help on the reach. There's the double. Rotation. Booker fires. Beal. Baseline. Glides. He got fouled. To say, I don't know what the punishment would be.
They got to fly. They got to fly.
Game off the bench. Thanks, both. See how the Clippers approach this. Harden gets the switch. Powell curls and Booker.
But it's really early in the game to be using the foul strategy. You normally see that with under 10 seconds, not under 20.
Left to cut it to 2. Is picking up their 5th straight home win. Allen left his feet, risky pass. Beal leaves his feet too. With 10 seconds. Allen at 85% this season. Two, possession LA. Pressure from Beal. Harden has to hurry. 6 seconds. Bobbles, shoots. Bump, no foul. Zubac. Allen to make sure. No, he's missing
it on purpose.
So Powell from the opposite free throw line.